Welcome to Gaming on a Budget. Today we bring you Roads and Boats from Splotter Games. Now, I know I'm probably going to get quite a lot of, wait, in what world is this a budget game? This game is $1 billion. Yes, it is. As I've commented several times, several places, we don't necessarily just do cheap games. We do games with a focus on, is it worth the money? So, games by, say, Splotter that cost quite a bit have a much higher bar to reach to get, a seal of approval. But anyways, that's all summary talk for the most part. I just wanted to get that out of the way right up front. Maybe spare myself some comments of, this game is not budget, it our price. Yes, I know. Anyway, moving right along, Roads and Boats is an empire building game for, what is this, 2 to 4 people, I want to say? Something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
To 4 people.
No, maybe it's 5.
And etc. adds a 5th player.
Oh, and etc. as a 5th? Okay. Anyway, all that aside, where basically we will be starting out with 3 donkeys, 5 pieces of lumber, a brick, and 2 geese.
A stone.
Yeah, okay. I thought they were called bricks.
Nope.
Anyway, all that aside, and building up to a massive, stock market having, stock certificate producing
Truck
empire.
driving.
Yeah. Sorry. You got me all sidetracked with all that stone brick nonsense. Anyway, so Roads and Boats is a game we've avoided doing for quite a while because while the rule set is actually reasonably simple all in all, there's so many moving pieces to this game, so much thinking, that we've been very concerned that the video will be highly boring as we sit there and go like this for long periods of time. So, I'm going to warn you right up front, don't take this as a strategy guide because we will be making moves much faster than is reasonable for a game of this depth and complexity.
Right.
And its depth and complexity is very high. But anyway, so it's going to break down into a series of turns. We have no way of knowing at the beginning of the game how many turns because of what's going to happen in Phase 4. Phase 1, to go through this in order, is going to be the production phase, where any buildings that produce or convert goods will do their thing. So we'll have like our sawmills turning trunks into planks. I love the European names for stuff, and this trunks, it's adorable. Anyway, and after that, we'll have our movement phase where our transporters are happy little donkeys and, trucks and all that good stuff.
You said it in the middle of the
It's
ocean.
a sea donkey, shut up. Why do you think it's blue? Anyway, we'll move according to their individual movement rules. In fact, right up front, why don't I just go ahead and put this here in the center. Just go ahead and...
if you lay it flat, I can't.
Can't see it?
Just angle it at me. There you go.
Just go ahead and pause it and maybe read this real quick, because it'll give you a pretty good idea of what's the what. At least it'll start making sense once you see us doing stuff. Okay, so they'll move based on their various movement rules. In the case of, like, say, a donkey, 1 space without a road, or 2 spaces with. Then we will go into the building phase, where if either of us desire, we'll be able to build things. Then we go into the wonder phase. Now, the wonder phase is both important for, in-game scoring and for determining how long the game will run. The wonder phase, we are going to be taking bricks of the neutral color, white, as well as any number of bricks that we want to and can pay for. So, for example, I could put down, let's say 2 bricks here on the wonder. They can't see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Hard to tell sometimes. And, let's say Camera Wife wants to put down 1. So, when we score this row of the wonder, I'll be getting 50% of the points and 25% of the points. will be scoring for each level there. It also determines the length of the game. In a 2-player game, we'll be playing until this space here with the 2 little people is covered with a wonder brick. So, depending on how involved we get in building bricks, the game can have extremely variable play time. You can play this in, I'd say if you know the game really well, you could play it in as low as 45 minutes. If you like to take your time or don't know it as well, it's probably going to be a 2 to 4 hour affair.
The neutral bricks get put on after the players decide what they're buying.
But the neutral bricks, one will get placed every turn no matter what. So you do have a ticking clock. It's just a fairly slow one, all in all. Now, most of this I'm not going to explain ahead of time because it's really going to make a lot more sense seeing it. So that should be enough up front for you to get the gist here. So yeah, well, let's just get on over to the gameplay. Obviously, we're not going to be able to film an entire game of this, but we'll try and show you enough that you get a good feel for the way this game works. So let's get on over to that.